Peace. Peace. I had to go get my, you know, what's up, y'all? What's up? What's really up? I didn't want to get back into the Diddy distraction, but here we are. Welcome, the incomparable Miss Jaguar Wrights in the building.
Hey.
Um, Jag, let's
Mm-hmm.
let's let's just get right to it. Um, man, it's I know you've been taking a break from the TV or the internet, and I kind of was too because I'm working, I'm doing some stuff, and then I said, "All right, let me see what's up," and then boom, I see this about Diddy kids, his son. Well, we heard about his son Justin. Uh, there's a lawsuit involving him now,
Yeah.
but before we even get into that, what is this that I'm seeing? It says, no, let me mute this because I don't want it to, come through. Talking about some Michael Jordan got Mary J. Blizzard's pregnant twice. What
Mm.
is what?
Poor guy.
And then of course everyone's talking about the documentary that's being dropped on Zeus from the Combs childs, the Comb boys,
Is
Justin
it, wait a minute,
and
is it a documentary or is it just going to be a reality TV series?
it's a series. It's a docu-series.
What's the document?
So
I'm curious.
yeah, see, they're all following suit. Well,
Mm.
let me say what's up to everybody. Oh, everybody's in the building. Lee Hop, Josh, Micaiah, and of course the real Jags in the building. What's up, y'all? And Christina Crook. What's up? Appreciate y'all for being here. We just want to have a brief discussion on the I guess this is the continuance of the Diddy distraction. Yeah, it's a docu-series, Jag. That's what it is. And this is on the wake
Which is
as
weird.
Diddy being, the closing arguments on his situation. His son was hit with a lawsuit by a woman and claimed to be lured to Los Angeles to be raped by multiple men, including
Mm-hmm.
Sean Combs, and
Mm-hmm.
now they're saying it's Justin and his
Oh,
father.
yeah.
Um,
Mini me.
and well, Minnie Wolf. How about that? But allegedly, right?
Mm.
Let's get the DNA test.
Mm.
Wasn't there a YouTuber who had claimed before we go there? Don't you remember there was a YouTuber that claimed to have there's something that happened in the same light? Something happened to her supposedly.
Oh, you talking about Come Joan?
Could this be the case? I mean, I'm not sure. What's up?
I hope to God not. I
Well,
hope to
I
God
think she's
not. I hope to
allegedly.
God not
She
after the
said it
way
was a.
she freaked out on me last year when she sat there and tried to convince me that that AI foolishness video actually happened. And she said she was there and she saw it. And I said to her, no disrespect, but you don't even remember what you said happened to you with the Combs boys. So can we really take you? I got
She did
She
spaz
went,
out. I remember that.
she went nuts, boy. Woo! Oh,
She
come Joan. And now, she's been discarded by the drizzle.
by yeah
Drizzle Monroe. Uh-huh.
by the fall, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, let's just be honest. When she first came forward, my face was kind of like this. Um, Especially after I saw, well, or should I say, I listened to, her story, and saw the images and the footage or whatever.
Hmm.
Um, she was, I mean, let's just be clear, in my opinion, the Monroe person and his whole little merry band of weirdos that he has going on, they'll say anything, they'll do anything, to attach themselves to a story or to attach themselves to a viral trend. Um, I don't. I'm not going to say nothing happened, but what I will say is I'll be surprised if her memory, you know,
I
was
mean,
accurate.
yeah. Well, okay. Well, I guess let's try to figure it out. The new lawsuit was filed by a woman from Louisiana who said in 2017 the Combs boys got her to come to LA,
Hmm.
um, and they promised her a job. Well, they didn't say what kind of job. I'm not gonna go there though. And she claimed to have met them on Snapchat, and
Jesus,
the right, the oldest
snatch
boy
chat.
allegedly Snapchat, snatch chat. That's what you just said. Snatch
Yeah,
chat. Wow.
that's what I call it.
Don't get it twisted. Them messages, them photos, them videos, they do not disappear, y'all.
Trust me, somebody got them. It
It's
ain't
in the
just sitting
cloud.
in some cloud.
It's in the cloud. Um, the woman is anonymous. Justin asked for explicit pictures, and the woman sent them. And then when she got to LA, she was great. And she said by several men, including Diddy. And the victim claims that Justin invited her out for the weekend to talk about her career. Um, then they said she was kept in the house in Beverly Hills. And according to the lawsuit, they said things seemed fine at first.
Yeah.
And then Combs, Justin offered her alcohol, pills, and
Get your little tussie.
well, not Tusi, but the some dodo. What do they call it? What do they call weed nowadays? I'm like so out of the loop.
Well,
I
we can just call it reefers. We can just go retro. Say the reefers.
that's hello. That's like from the '60s.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. The reefers.
Reefer. Well, and she said but it was laced. She was claiming that it was laced.
Mm. Maybe with a little tussie.
Maybe, maybe it was some some moon rock and some crack rock. I don't know. So they said that the comparison, what she described, was compared to the lawsuit. I mean, the freak off. Now I'm gonna stop there because shout out to Torre. Hmm.
Oh, that poor,
Um,
poor fool.
yeah, yeah, Christopher
Christopher Lloyd,
Lloyd,
the black
Black
Christopher
Christopher
Lloyd.
Lloyd. I saw a clip where he said something about a freak off, and
A
he
King's
was
Night. Wasn't it called
talking
a
to
King's
someone.
Night?
They were talking about it being called a King's Night. Yeah, but I think some time ago he said himself, he's like, Jaguar Wright is not correct when she describes what was going on at the freak off, and he that old that dumb pause whatever he does. So
Yeah.
now all of a sudden he's talking about, yeah, there is a freak off, and
Well, the thing is it came, this information was being supplied by another assistant of Diddy's, and They were talking about the same thing. This wasn't just happening with Cassie. This wasn't just happening with girlfriends. Um, and it's wild because that clip was from 9 months ago. So 9 months ago, he was like, well, because media, we've established that these things last 2 to 3 days. So he literally admitted himself 9 months ago in that video that they've been creating a narrative for how they want to address and talk about these things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Really interesting. But they never happened. They were just time with Diddy and his girlfriends. And
That's
apparently
what he
his
said.
girlfriends are people that his sons bring home now, allegedly.
Well, peep the game, because that's what he said, and he's supposed to be a real hip hop journalist.
Oh goodness.
Y'all start paying attention to what people say, and not well, pay attention to what they do. Also, pay attention to what they say, but most importantly, pay attention to what they do, because you can say one thing, but then if you turn around and then do something to the contrary, like bring someone on to talk about the King's Knights or whatever, but he said everything that he could say in his power to try to discredit you by saying that according to the court records, there was no freak offs. That's my impression that I'm trying to do of Black Christopher Lloyd. But
He
according
was
to
busy
this
trying to sit there
lawsuit,
and discredit that woman he was talking to.
yeah, he was. Now look, according to this lawsuit, I just told y'all the woman said that she had some drink and some reefer, as Miss Jaguar
Reefers.
calls it,
But wait a
reefers.
minute. Do you want to know what she didn't have and what we don't have enough of right now? Likes.
Well, yeah, we come on, hit the
We
like
need
button,
more
y'all.
likes.
Let me shout out my folks. What's up, Classic, and what's up, Cat, Yom J. I see y'all in the building. Appreciate y'all for coming in and modding up, and my Kia's in the building. What's up, Z31820? I hope that's not like a prison number or a
It
court
is.
record number. Yeah, Classic. We got I got a link with you. We're gonna in fact, I'll call you. I'll call you. Don't worry about it. I got some information. But overall, yeah, y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Yeah, not a prison number. You know, people be coming in here um, with burner phones. This is Diddy. That's probably one of Diddy's cellmates. Like, no, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So the King, what did he say? King Nights or King Days? What did he
King's
call it?
Nights or whatever. King's Nights.
King's Nights.
Freak offs, King's Nights, Wilding Out. Who?
What up, Joshua? Yeah, well, let's stop. Yes, that Z is not in prison. We're just gonna call you Z. What's up? According to this new lawsuit, the woman says, after she took the D-rugs, three men entered the house and they were all wearing masks. We don't know what kind of mask. We don't know what kind of mask they were. This definitely wasn't COVID mask because this was in 2017. I guess I can say, well, C19. Let's just be safe. It wasn't a C19 mask, but they didn't say what type of mask they were wearing. But she said, I, so someone was talking about the mask and the Punisher, because remember during the testimony, wasn't the
Yeah.
Punisher wearing
Yeah, he
like
used to
a
wear masks
mask
and
or
stuff like that. Yeah, yeah.
right? But there were no freak offs, according to
Hmm.
the esteemed journalist Black Christopher Lloyd. There were no freak offs. That's what he said, right?
Yeah, well.
Um, but Justin Combs' victim alleged says she knew that one of the men was Diddy because of his mannerisms. He probably came in on
I can't. I
that nigga
can't.
came. That nigga,
I can't. I'm still embarrassed at the fact that people literally called that man a dancer.
She knew it was Diddy because he came in the room like, he just like he can't close his mouth.
Neither can his son, but let's move on.
Y'all hit the like button, please. If you join, if you're here, I'm gonna start doing station identification breaks. This is Wolfgang Amadeus. This is Set in the West. I got Jaguar right here. She rarely
Hello.
pops out.
That's a
I
lie.
appreciate I appreciate her popping up on my channel. You don't be on nobody's channel.
No, I don't.
So y'all hit the like button because I'm gonna ask her a few questions in regards to this new docu-series that the Combs boys are doing on Zeus. I was about to call it Juice, Diddy Juice, Devil Juice. Um, although we understand that this is still part of the distraction, meaning what Diddy did and what it do to the general public when it comes to outrage or emotion. Let's just say emotion. I'm starting to just pull away emotionally from it because I'm like, man, number one, I don't care. I do care that when victims are being exploited or stuff that's happening, that's sad. When you got underage situations and like that's sad, right? But as far as Diddy, I don't care. But some people, you got some black man out here, and I'm not one of them. Well, they do it to him, they do it to me. Like, nah, because I'm not gonna put myself in a position like that. You know what I'm saying?
You want to know
I don't
what's
even.
wild? People even saying stuff like that. What's happening to him happened to him because of the things that he was doing. And guess what? If you're doing the kind of things that he was doing, then I hope it happens to you too.
Mm-hmm.
She's
What's up, Sheila Gray? Yeah. Even and shout out to Sugar Free. Sugar Free got a new album, Mr. Peabody. It's dope. I love it. The song with
awesome.
him and and DJ Quick, salute. Oh, that's fire. And then he got a song with Too Short. And
Ah,
Sugar Free is clowning the shit out of Diddy and Epstein in that song. And I'm like, this is perfect. You got to listen to it. It's called what is it called? Going with the Flow. I think that's the name of it.
oh, have
It's
mercy.
like it's like a retro little sample. It's fire. It takes took me a while to get used to it, but of course I could rock with Too Short. Like when Too Short be on, short dog, come on, bro. And Sugar Free, yeah, I was there for it. And Sugar Free is clowning this shit out of Epstein and Diddy in that song, and I loved it. I loved it. And just like Lee Hop said, Freaky Deaky. That's what he said. We call him Freaky Deaky. But yeah, this Diddy stuff, people get emotionally enraged, just like when you talk about race, just like when you talk about religion, just like when you talk about politics. This is the new like what they say. They used to say don't talk about race or politics around certain people around in your
Religion and
job or something.
politics.
Religion and politics, right? Yeah, they used to say it. Religion and politics. Thank you, Jag. My bad. They say that now. It's like don't talk about Diddy because it's gonna be either or. Um, but this is more of the distraction. And Jag, I was mentioning this to you. I said I honestly think this is like the new soap opera. We can't compare the Combs to the Kennedys or nothing like. I'm not putting them on the same. But when it comes to like American families, right?
No, it's
You
like
got to have some
Dynasty. It's like Dynasty. They the
dynasty.
Colbys.
There you go. It's more like Dynasty. It's more like Dynasty. Who shot JR? Who shot you? Separate the weak from the anyway. Um, yeah, it's you got people who are emotionally invested in it, and I would just really say take the emotionality out of this situation with Diddy, please. His sons, they say the fruit don't fall far from the tree. So if Diddy, well, before I even say that, Jag, you said this in the beginning. How do we stop more Diddies? Meaning certain men that come up with this mindset of this is just what it's what it does. It's what they do. And you see if the allegations are true about his sons, then it's like they saw from example. That's what it looks like. They were looking at dad and say, "Oh, that's what dad do. I'm gonna do it too." That's what it was.
I don't know if I would go as far as saying that. I think there's a sociopathy that's attached to this that's a little bit more in depth than that. And that's why this conversation isn't going to be easy to have. So I'm going to let you rock. You said you got questions to ask me. I'll just be prepared to answer them.
Not gonna ask you nothing. Really, I didn't. I just decided last minute. Let me just talk about this because I want really the take home is not to get not for us as a people to be emotionally invested in this family. In our reserve, because I understand we don't really want to talk too much about the kids. I'm just talking about
Well,
the
let's be
cases.
honest. These children are adults. The
Well, they
only
are. They're all
ones,
adults.
the only one who gets a full on pass is that little love baby child
Yeah.
thing. And
Yeah.
and to a certain extent, the girls,
The girls.
Chance, her mother
Hmm.
Sarah
Hmm.
is advising her very well. Chance is really staying out of this. Like she's not looking to be in the spotlight. She's not looking to carry on the family name. She was at court. She was there with her sisters, supporting, doing what all the children said that they would do.
Hmm.
And then since the trial, she's virtually, you know, she's been keeping her nose, out of it. Um,
Yeah. Yeah.
the stuff that's going on with the girls right now, in my opinion, it looks a little troubling to me. I'm glad that Quincy is around. People keep forgetting four of these children all have the same mother, and that's Kim
Right.
Porter.
Right.
Quincy would be the
Rest in peace.
oldest. Then, you have Christian, um, who goes by King Combs or whatever. And then you have the twins, Jesse James and Delilah. So, those four. So you have those four, and then you have Chance, and then you have this, the baby love. And
Yeah.
um the girls have been getting a pass when it comes to a lot of things because like all of these girls just turned 18. Like they're not even
Yeah.
20 years old. Like
Yeah.
they just turned 19 years old this year.
Yeah. And
Um
and
yeah.
no, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying, Sarah turned 19 a little bit before them, and then, you know, or I mean, Chance, I'm trying to think, is she right before or right after? Because they were all born like right around the same time.
Yeah.
I don't even think there's a year between the two of them. So like all of these kids, these girls, they're not even 20 years old. For whatever reason, the twins have decided not to go to college. I think Chance is in school.
Okay.
Um, you know, but the girls, they're like it's like they're busy trying to find it's almost as if they're trying to pretend like none of this has happened.
Yeah.
Like they're just trying to go on with life like their mother isn't
Yeah.
deceased, like their
Yeah.
father hasn't been
Yeah.
vilified worldwide and is now sitting in jail. As if everything like it's kind of bizarre. And maybe that's just their coping mechanism. And for
Yeah.
that matter, I hope that they're not a part of this craziness that's going to be on Zeus. But this isn't the first time that these kids have tried to get a reality TV show. When Diddy first got arrested, they were trying to get a reality TV show. This is not a new
Oh.
concept.
Oh. Hmm.
Yeah, they were trying. They were
Mm,
trying right after Diddy um got, got taken in, and for whatever reason, people decided to pass on it. So,
yeah,
now that, the trial is over, it's um these boys watched their dad use the media to skate away from a good portion of the heavier crimes that were charged against him.
yeah, yeah.
And I'm just kind of wondering to myself, with these new cases coming out, and there's probably going to be more cases coming out. Um, the simple fact that this one is coming from Tony Busby should have them worried. It should have
Oh,
them worried.
this one is, but this is Busby's.
Yes, this new case
I,
against
I would,
Justin
I was
Combs
gonna, I
is
was
Tony
gonna
Busby.
question some things. If now, okay, if it's Busby, wow. I was gonna question. Okay,
Yeah.
the testimony of, was it Cherie Hayes during the Diddy trial? Um, the guy, is it that his name? The Punisher guy?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I think that's him. He testified that.
I call him ED.
Oh damn. Okay. Oh, I need to be sponsored by some anti ED. Never mind. Anyway,
Why?
um, because like you be talking about it, and it's like, get your blick pills. Anyway, I could, you be talking about, I could put an ad right here. This is sponsored by
Lord have mercy.
Erecto Not. Um, but the Punisher. Well, I guess, I mean, you sway Billy Club. That's you punish it. Anyway,
Mr.
um,
Ed
Mister. Anyway, he said that
supposed to be hung like a horse and useless as a
Jag,
yeah.
Mr. Ed said that Diddy came in like a hijab, a Muslim hijab, like
Yeah.
a face
You know he
covering
used to
and all
go
that.
party in Morocco.
Okay, yeah. So this
He
this
used to throw
this
white
this
parties in
victim,
Morocco.
this alleged victim in this new case says that person was wearing that. And like I said, she said she knew it was Diddy because um oh, she said that Justin um said something like pops. So it's like, that's crazy. And then, so but see, the thing is if it's another one of these cases that's not true, because when I saw that, I was like, are they lifting from what was said during the trial? You get what I'm saying? Because we got plenty of people that are online that listen to certain people, and they will listen, 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 just so that they could put themselves in a situation.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was in Dallas. I was in California when, like, you got people, like, when I talk about low level erotomaniacs, you have them. You got these people who will listen to certain stories, certain things that have happened online, and try to insert themselves in that situation. And then they can, boom, draft up a lawsuit, get a book. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird, but you got people that are like that. But if Busby is on the case, then Busby crosses his T's and dots his I's. I don't think he would. I'm gonna have to just get this case in all actuality. I want to check the case out more in depth. But if you got anything else to say about that, because I want to move on from the case to talk about the actual docu-series that's going to drop on Zeus.
Well, the last thing that I would have to say regarding the case is very simple. If the boys were willing to, oh my God, I'm sorry. I just looked. We have 226 people in the room. Welcome to all
We
people that
we
are
can
here.
we can go members only. Y'all hit the like button. If I have 200 people and I got less, then come on, hit the like button, y'all, because we can just go members only and we could really chop it up with the family. I'd much rather do that. Hit the like button, please. Again, Wolfgang Amadeus got Jaguar right here, and we're discussing this Zeus docu-series about the Combs boys, Diddy's sons. Y'all hit the like button, please.
Well, no, what I
You
was
said,
saying was,
wait, hold on. Somebody said you remind me of Preach from Abba and Preach. Shout out to Abba and Preach. I know who they are, though. I know who they are, so shout out to
I
them.
don't
And
understand.
I'll shout out to them for going at Fresh and
I
Fit.
don't,
They was giving
I
Fresh and
don't,
Fit
I
hell.
don't consider that a compliment from for someone who knows you and cares for you dearly. That might be
Well, he
like,
just he just said I remind him of Abba and, or Preach from Abba and Preach. I don't know. Maybe I'll start checking out Preach from Abba and Preach,
no,
but
no, no. I've watched it, and I don't think it's. I don't know. In my opinion,
that's
that
not a
ain't.
compliment. Okay,
It's
then
a
I'm about to block you then if that's not a compliment.
so it's a backhanded compliment, in my opinion. But
Oh, I've been getting a
anyway,
lot of backhanded compliments lately.
stop it. Don't even do that. But seriously, though, um, no, I've been priest. They cool. They cool. Or preach. They're good. They're cool. Um, it's just
Thank you,
kind of looking
Elena.
like they're taking a page out of Daddy's book. We're going to get into media. We're going to get into social media. We're going to infect the jury pool. So just in case this thing is going to trial, nobody's yeah, we're going to confuse everyone like Dad did, and hopefully we'll get off too. And I kind of feel like, because for this announcement to be being made about doing a docu-series as this lawsuit is making it to the main stage and people are now hearing about it like almost simultaneously, it's just starting to feel like, oh, okay, all right, we're gonna do what Dad did.
Yeah, yeah,
Um and that's that's kind of, it's kind of shitty in my opinion, because what it's saying is that these kids don't take the legal system seriously either. And it's I mean, it's all kind of unfortunate. Like when you think about it, it's like when I think about these boys, I think the thing that bothers me more than anything is they know that trying to emulate or imitate their father and imitate his ways is how they stay in his good graces.
yeah,
Like, yeah, I don't think it's all just a matter of the apple in the tree, or because some of them came from different trees. But
yeah.
yeah,
But behavior is learned,
behavior
though. Oh,
behavior
damn, what's
is
going on
learned.
with that echo?
Behavior is learned, and not only that, when you think about the financial control, all of their lives have been heavily controlled
Yeah,
by Diddy and his money.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Having
yeah,
to, like, when I think about us talking about Demore, and talking to Demore, and when she was just filling us in on what it was like dealing with her mother, Desiree Perez, who's also a very, very, very narcissistic, financially controlling, dominating figure, no different than Diddy. Um, when she was just talking about how she never wanted to work for her mom because working for her mom meant doing whatever her mom said, being completely under her control.
yeah,
How the rest of her siblings who had spent more time, I think the reason why Demore turned out to be just as wonderful a human being as she did was because she was raised outside of that power structure. For those
yeah,
children who were absolutely controlled by that power structure, they're just like, whatever mom says, we do. Whatever it is, we got to go along. We got to go along.
yeah,
We got to go
yeah,
along. And even though, they know Demore's character, and even though they know the kind of person that she really is, they sat there and really just turned a blind eye and just turned away because they didn't want no smoke from mom.
Right.
So it's they didn't want to lose their jobs. They didn't want to go through all of that stuff. So I'm just sitting there thinking about what this must be like with the boys, for Diddy. And it's just, and that's why I show a lot of grace. I don't really go in on these kids. I don't
Yeah,
like
I
to
got
go
you.
in on these kids because
Yeah.
on so many different levels, their options were so few. And the truth is the mothers, if the mothers see, I got more smoke for the moms than I do for the kids.
Mm, mm.
Um, but at the same time, all of these boys are almost 30 or 30 years old. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they're also grown men. So to a certain extent, they're making choices. They're making choices.
Yeah.
And look at the choices that they're making. The
Yeah.
choices that they're making are, to emulate their dad. And I don't think any of them are dealing with reality. And more importantly than that, if you're going to do a docu-series, and if you want it to be taken seriously, and if you're really looking to try to find a way, then why wouldn't you go to a credible network? You went to
Well,
Zeus.
hold up. Hold up. Let's
You
stop
went to
right there.
Zeus.
Let's stop right there because I wanted, we'll park right there. They went to Zeus. They didn't go to a credible network. But before I go, Makia, thank you for renewing your membership. Appreciate you. Um, and yeah, y'all hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Thank you, Waffles Bacon 5. We appreciate you. Andy, you're a member as well. Appreciate you.
I had
Um,
waffles and bacon today. That was lovely.
that's what's up. So Zeus, that before we go any further, I think Zeus is perfect for this type of whatever it is that they're embarking on. No, number one, I'm not checking for it. We got to the Netflix situation and saw that Diddy, and it was like, okay, we know people are going to talk about it. We got to watch it. This though, I'm not watching. Number one, because the victim says that that situation that happened to her was very brutal, and they just like they put her on a plane and sent her back home, flew her back home Monday. Um, and it's like, yeah, like, are we gonna the Zeus situation? Number one, Zeus and the people, the CEO of Zeus is there's some stuff that's been going on with him. I've heard some stuff that D Storm and is it Spoken Reason or is it no, not Spoken Reason. I'm talking about that other brother.
He has his
But they uh,
allegation of
he got
moving
all kind of like financial allegations, the yeah, actual stuff. Yeah, it's so I'm not supporting that network for anything, but it's perfect. This situation is perfect for them. And I say it because I think a few weeks ago, I just happened to see Baddies. I've never watched anything on Zeus. I said, "Oh, the Baddies 5, what is this?" First off, I was when it first came on, I'm like, okay, well, y'all, I have a radio background. So even when you watch regular TV, there's a structure. Like, you give them an intro, you give them, the first little warm up 5 minutes, and then you move on to the commercial. But like it was just nonstop. Like I'm like, okay, where's the break? It was crazy. This was the baddies thing. I think it was Suki and what's her face, Krishan Rock, and like just all these women, and they are fighting. And I'm like, wait, what is this? What am I watching? I don't. I'm my brain isn't that transfixed on drama where I gotta watch women fight like it's crazy. But I saw it and I was like, okay, so the knuckle draggers or like on Stranger Things where Dusty calls them mouth breathers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, I guess that's mouth breather network because like I'm not entertained. I'm not going to be sitting here entertained by a bunch of uh, ghetto females and males fighting and doing all like it's not. I doubt if it gets classed up with this situation because this sounds like a mess. This sounds like it's going to be. I'm gonna read up on it because I'm curious to know what they're where they're going with this. But Zeus is where it should be. I don't think NBC, ABC, Netflix, any of them, TV, like Lifetime. No, Uh, this is perfect for Zeus. I hate to say it like that, and it's gonna be out of my radar. I'll read up on it, but I already know. Like I already know. There you
What
go. The quiet one, low vibration. That's the
what
word.
what they gonna do? Fight Ray J every other week? Like
Yeah, yeah.
what they're gonna have a bunch of episodes where they go and look for Ray J so they can jump Ray J and never successfully do it. Like I don't um
That would be a dope video game. Remember I talked about Ray J getting jumped at the Martin Luther King parade? Okay, where my app developers at? We can just call it get Ray J, right? And you could be it's almost like it could be like a role-playing game, one of them, like a GTA. You could be a grip of
mhm,
a group of 40 Crips and you got to go after
mhm.
Ray J, and then you could be the Combs boys and you got to go
I could
sock Ray
probably
J.
I could probably think of some better ideas if there was 150 likes. You know, I
These likes are I'm dead ass. I will Jag, you already know. We can stop this and we can just talk to the members because I'd rather go in anyway, but I'm doing surface level, y'all. Y'all could at least hit the like button just out of respect.
we
Got
should be
Jaguar
at
right in the
least
building for real.
150. At least at
At least,
150.
at least hit the like button, y'all. What's up, beautiful Brown? What's up, Tara Jansen? Yeah, I know you you hit it first, like Ray J. um, beautiful Brown said this is his adult children, time to become survivors. I hope they come with the real. Millions are paying attention.
Oh no, they're not
Yeah,
coming with anything real, sweetheart. I can tell you that right now. Spoiler alert, you ain't gonna get anything real. It's probably gonna be halfway scripted. And they're gonna be pushing the narrative that their dad never did anything wrong. They didn't do anything wrong. Everyone is lying. And they're probably gonna just do a whole bunch of stuff where they're gonna be trying to find a way to get their dad's appeal so their dad can come home. Like it's gonna be a bunch of bullshit, is what it's gonna be.
let me
Like it's
see.
it's kind of sad. It's really kind of um sad, but I guess the reason why they're doing it is for the money. I guess they need the money.
Hot new hip hop already coming with it, saying that Zeus Network hit with intense backlash over the docu-series involving the Combs boys.
Well, they don't
So
care about
the show was
backlash.
announced. The show was announced, and they're getting their own show on Zeus Network, and it's basically following their lives in LA amid the turmoil for the family while Diddy is behind bars. I saw the trailer, and the trailer had them looking at TV and leaving the courtroom, and people heckling them, and then it was a you got to collect call from that type of deal. Then so it looks interesting. They setting it up. It's interesting, but no, they're not coming with nothing real. Just like Jag said, I doubt if they come with anything real. Y'all hit the like button again,
I
please,
bet you
and
I could cold predict that entire season, and most of it is everything that I just said.
probably
Um,
I guarantee you. We'll come back when it wraps, and we can read the Rotten Tomatoes review, and we can
you
you
want to know
know
what's sad? They're justified in doing this because look at what the rest of the world is doing.
yeah yeah
Everybody has made
yeah
money off of this situation. Everybody has
yeah.
made a gang of money. off of this Diddy situation. There has been so much content that has been made about it. And it's so funny because, like, Armand saying that whack ass shit that he said, talking about I'm mad because my Diddy content didn't pop or whatever, I didn't go viral. And I'm
Oh,
sitting
you
there
talking about?
like,
Oh,
no, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, I guess people really don't pay attention to anything that we say because once we went to New York and once we did what we did, and understand this, us filming at the trial that day was not about us being up there to make content like the rest of the content creators.
nah,
No, no, we went up there to film for what we're doing.
yeah,
Period. Had nothing to do with we're going to be sitting up there at the courthouse every day for what? So that they could try to set me up, so that they could try to find a way to come after me like they came after Gene Deal. Like that would have been stupid for us to just be sitting out there as sitting ducks with all of those content creators, thirsty to create a narrative, thirsty to create a
yeah,
story, whatever the
yeah,
case would be. Matter of fact, if anybody was paying attention, they would realize that we pivoted. We were not interested in adding to the distraction narrative that was going on. We saw what it was hitting for. We saw what it was all about. And it was right around that time that we came across the Demore Hadley story with Demore and Javon. And that's
yeah. A
what we
week
were
later,
focused on. That's what we were
a week
focused on.
later.
A week later, we were filming with Demore Hadley for surviving your I'm sorry, for defending your freedom, the Demore Hadley story. And that's what we did. We weren't interested in being a part of that hoopla because we already knew what it was hitting for.
People,
We already knew
people
what it
in
was
New
hitting for.
York, people in New York were like, okay, this is some whatever. And then, like you said, what we saw, we were just like, okay, this is going to be a shit show.
And we
Like,
wanted
isn't
no
that
part
what
of it.
we saw that from the we barely did 2 days. I think we yeah 2 days and we was just like, nah, out of here.
It wasn't
And
worth
yeah,
wasting
we
the money. There was
a
no
week
way I was
later,
going to stay there without round the clock full time security.
right,
Like that wasn't going
right.
to happen. And unlike the rest of those people that were up there, we weren't getting money from Diddy allegedly to stay there and to create a spectacle. So yeah, no.
Yeah, our budget wasn't popping like that. You and if you were in, how long did that trial last? 7 weeks. How
About
how
yeah,
much
about eight
how
weeks.
much how much hotel room like the hotel rooms were costing a grip. Even a you say an Airbnb like you
At minimum
man
about
you
at minimum $1,000 a day. So for hotels alone, even if you were staying at a bullshit hotel, you're talking about you're talking about $60,000 for hotels. A
and
thousand dollars a day,
and
60
I
days.
saw I saw YouTubers with they didn't they a lot of YouTubers a lot of them didn't have 100,000 subscribers.
I
A lot of
know.
them didn't. Yeah. So it's like anyway, y'all got to check out well, Jag on her channel, the Jaguar Effect. If you don't know, now you know. Go over there and check out because about an hour. There's going to be just a clip up of something that kind of wants y'all to just pay attention to what's being said in that because it's in relation to what we're talking about with the Diddy stuff. And yeah, this whole situation, I say they're picking on the Diddy carcass. You got the vultures who are picking on the Diddy uh, carcass the CEO of Zeus, Lumel Plummer, he made an announcement in a post, and he said, to be clear, this documentary is about giving Justin and Christian the opportunity to share their personal story. We're not here to endorse Diddy or anyone else. As a network, we believe in giving individuals a platform to tell their own experiences, just like any other network that enters the documentary space. We're simply allowing these stories um, to be told, and that's the
Number
essence of
one,
what we're doing here.
number one, stories, stories, like whatever. At the end of the day, it's real simple. All these other people have made money off of this whole situation. This Diddy trial and all of the stuff, it had to generate at least $1 billion in revenue um over the course of the past year. And I, these kids are probably just, I know they need the money. Lord knows they need the money.
Yeah.
They need the
I
money.
mean, it's not clear on how many episodes, when will it come out? Like it's not clear. It's looking like they're taking play from Diddy and Netflix, where it's like, oh, if you do want to watch this, sign up to your get your Zeus subscriptions right now. And I think it's still like $3.99. I'm not sure. So it looks like they're just taking a play. And yeah, I'd be curious to know how much they got, but I really don't care. I'm not pocket watching like that. I mean, a lot of people have just been like, bro, who's gonna watch this? Who's watching
It,
this
it it
this
really
ish?
doesn't it really doesn't matter who's watching it. What I'm Number one, it's on Zeus. We already know the kind of audience that's going to be watching it. The kind of audience that watches Zeus. It's so funny. The more I become, acutely aware of what they do over there at Zeus, the more offended that I am that anybody ever offered us anything like to
Jay, but
think that we actually fit into
what
that
what did
bracket at
what
all.
did I what did I say about the Zeus deal? What did shout out to Ani Asuru? What did Ani say?
Mm. It was a setup.
All day they would have. Let's not members. We'll talk about it. Y'all hit the like button. Members. In fact, we might talk about that maybe at the end of the year or something, because we're gonna do it tomorrow. I'm doing a year in review, and then I'm gonna let y'all come up if y'all want to come up and um, say something. We're gonna have that ability. You will be able to come up and say something or whatever. But we'll do a year in review. But yeah, this year Zeus offered Jaguar a little something, first look situation. I don't know. And my adage is always all money ain't good money. Well, my man Razcast, shout out to Razcast. All money ain't good money. Some of y'all Benjamins infected with the HIV. Man,
Mm.
yeah. We said it. We said, I mean, I wasn't gonna, hell no. Not dealing with nothing with no Zeus.
I put it to the test. I put it to the test to see what it was all about. And it was what I thought.
Yeah, yeah,
It was what I
yeah,
thought. And it's just wild because I look at this, this whole situation, and it's just they want to keep milking this Diddy cow until it's dry. And now it's the kids' turn. So,
yeah.
I think that they're literally thinking that if they go about this, it might help them with their cases. I mean, the truth is their mother. Well, one of the mothers, somebody should be saying this is a bad idea. This is a bad idea.
Somebody
Don't
should pull them to the
do
side. Yeah,
this. Don't do
yeah.
this. Do not do this. Um, because if they say the wrong thing and they do the wrong thing, that could cost them the rest of their lives. Like they're not their dad. They're not their dad.
Oh, 50 already responded to this?
Responded to what?
The news of the Sean Combs kids docuseries on
Why does he
Zeus.
have anything to say about it?
He wrote, wow, I want to see this show. I'm not sure this was a good idea. 50 the troll, the Grinch who stole bitches.
I
Or,
mean,
yeah.
look, at the end of well, technically, he didn't steal nothing from nobody. Somebody
I know
stole from
I
him.
was gonna reverse it. I was trying, I
So,
couldn't. I couldn't figure out how to reverse that mother. Yeah. Yeah, yo. So this is already, see, it's doing what it's doing. And I didn't want to come on here to talk about it because I know our
no.
audience, for the
Truth
most
is the
part,
The only thing 50 gonna do is have somebody download that stuff, and he's gonna use it to couple it up with the other stuff that he's talking about doing. They're gonna ping pong this thing. It's ridiculous.
He
It's just
he said
ridiculous.
it. He said it in the Instagram. I'm not sure this was a good idea. Yeah, that's what they do. He's gonna 50 gonna do what 50 do. 50 is gonna do what 50 do. But overall, yeah, it's already getting a whole bunch of buzz, and I don't
Oh
think
yeah.
it's for the right reasons. It's not getting like it's not like something that people are anticipating. People are
No,
anticipating it, but
people are
not in a
anticipating. People want to see these kids crash out. They're gonna watch to see these kids crash out, and because it's Zeus, there are gonna be people that are planted there to make sure that there's a crash out, because that's what Zeus Network is known for. It's known for forcing people to crash out.
yeah,
That's what
yeah,
this is.
yeah, yeah.
Like he's they're God bless them. If they actually think that they're getting any kind of loyalty or any kind of real respect out of Zeus Network, they're sadly mistaken. This shit's gonna be a
Any
train.
equity, any
It's
equity
gonna
or
be a train.
anything like that?
It's gonna be a train wreck. Train wreck.
Yeah, yeah.
And I hope they get enough money to be able to get their lives on point, you know? I hope it's enough.
Well,
Or at least pay their lawyers' fees.
well, I'll say with the light of that case that's going on with Justin, in all honesty, it's like Zeus is taking advantage of the situation.
Oh,
Zeus
absolutely.
will be the winner when it's all done.
Understand this.
So,
Don't think Tony Busby ain't gonna have paralegals watching every
of
lick
course,
of everything that
of
comes
course.
out.
Yeah. Well, let me get my newscaster Wolf Burgundy on, and let
Mm-hmm.
me ask you a few questions. So, um, with platforms like the Zeus Network shaping narratives that the mainstream media's outlets won't, um, can or can't touch. What do you think about what do you think about that? Lee Hop, thank you. Appreciate you. Thank
What
you.
do I think?
What do you think about Zeus? Because Zeus is a network that other media outlets they're not going to have a particular. They're not going to have the same narrative as Zeus has.
I mean, let's just be clear. Zeus Network is a gaslighting chamber that is put
Mm,
there to rage bait and create chaos. I mean, that's
yeah,
what it does.
yeah.
So, you know, I guess it makes sense that it ended up, there. Because, like I said, they've been trying to get a reality TV show ever since Diddy got arrested last year, and
Yeah,
nobody, took a bite at it. So I
yeah.
guess now situation has gotten desperate enough for them to be able to do this. So what do I think about Zeus? I think this is par for the course. I think this is great for them. I think it's going to be a great situation for Zeus, and I think it's going to be a terrible situation for everybody else.
You think Zeus offers like creative freedom, or does it offer a protection, a layer of protection for them or for whoever comes to their platform?
Number one, I can't think of one person, one entity, one show that Zeus has protected the content. It's quite the contrary. They tend to exploit their content, you know, um, in the most dramatic of ways. If you look at Tokyo Tony and Black China's, show, the way they
Mm-hmm.
stoked the flames to do whatever they had to do to create hell between a mother and daughter and then monetize it. If you look at, the whole baddies thing and what that has done and how many lives that has destroyed, uh, I mean, it's kind of out of control. It's if you look at Jocelyn Hernandez
Mm-hmm.
and that whole situation with the
Mm-hmm.
Jocelyn Cabaret. I mean, for the most part, we're talking, straight up prosty, going on.
Mm,
So it's like,
mm,
and then if you talk to any of the other, you know, people who have been involved with this network, they all say the same thing. It's predatory. People call it demonic. Um, People talk about, and not only that, they have a history of robbing people. They have a history of not paying people what they agreed to. They
mm-hmm.
have a
Mm-hmm.
history of reneging on their deals while they're making all of the bread. So it's just like, what are these kids going to do if they find themselves in, getting stuck with a Lemmy special? What y'all going to go and
Mm-hmm.
try to put the muscle on them? Y'all going to try to put the muscle on
Wow.
them? No, that's not going to happen because
Mm-hmm.
unlike y'all, they're funded. They'll be able to hire all the bodyguards to come and take care of
Yep.
y'all, and then they'll just press charges on y'all. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's
Yeah.
a it's a very, very, very honestly, them doing this deal confirms something that nobody was
Mm.
sure about until now. They're
And what's
desperate.
that?
They're
Oh yeah.
desperate.
Yeah.
Them taking this deal spells desperation because the truth
Yeah.
is the Zeus brand and all of that attached to it is so far beneath what their legacy is supposed to be.
I was gonna ask, who do you think the real audience is for this doc? But in all honesty, it's like,
The bloggers,
boom. They
that's
boom. You're right.
that's who's going to
That's
be
the real
watching
audience.
this show.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
bloggers.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. Now, you've been in the music industry for some time, and
Yeah.
you've seen how stories get rewritten. Um, Now, how common is it for docuseries to be used as damage control or
Often,
documentaries? Documentaries.
often,
Yeah.
often, often. The problem is that it's not going to work that way for them.
Yeah.
It's not going to work that way for them.
Yeah.
And part of the reason why it's not going to work that way for them is because the network that they're working with has a reputation for gaslighting their content.
Yeah. See, I
If these
appreciate
boys think they're going to make it through this situation without the Zeus producers finding a way
creating
to
some type
create a
of,
situation, I'm going to tell you something right now. Not even just Zeus, but the company players that hang around, the bad actors that hang around that are looking for a moment. Do you know
yeah.
how many girls are going to be looking for a moment while their cameras are running? You want to know what the worst thing in the world that could happen to them while they're filming, which is a very great possibility considering, the company that they're dealing with? If they end up catching, grape cases while they're filming. Cuz I can tell you right now, there's a bunch of girls right now that are probably planning to try to find a way to get a grape case on them while
Mm.
they're filming.
It's almost like these damn basketball players who they get well, the college ones, right? They get a lesson to they get someone to come in like almost consult and say, hey, watch out for these groupies because and then that's just the reality of things, where you got you'll have a girlfriend or you have a group, you try to get
These
pregnant, blah blah blah.
girls ain't gonna be
They will.
interested in getting wifed up by these boys. They're gonna
No, no,
be
no.
interested in getting a case to take to a lawyer that can
I,
shake them down. They have
that
no idea exactly how vulnerable and how predatory this situation is gonna be on them. They're gonna have people coming at them left and right. And if they
yeah,
decide that they want to party, and if they decide that they want to take a little of the daddy's special
the
powders and
the
special
yeah.
drinks and special elixirs, and they can't honestly remember everything that's going on, those, I'm telling you,
No, you're
as bad
right.
as
You
as bad as the economy is right now, these fucking bitches are going to run rag on them. And it's sad. And guess what? Zeus ain't gonna do shit to protect them. They gonna
look
run with it. They gonna lean into the narrative for the ratings.
that's why
They
I
gonna lean into the narrative for the downloads.
listen. That's why I appreciate your answers. And that's why I'll have certain questions because like you'll just lead me down another path, but your question, your answers are always on point. Appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like you're like not saying that your answers change during the interviews, but you know how to give like a very dynamic, full answer and just it provide context in the same breath. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to you for that because it made me think of like, well, if you got women that will be, on a prowl for them, the cameras may be there to protect the Diddy kids. I mean, thought about that?
Not when those cameras are rolling on behalf of Zeus.
Okay. Okay.
Zeus, they are going to find a way to squeeze every ounce of drama and trauma out of this situation that they can. That's just what they are. That's what this network is. It's not going to be anything else but that.
Yeah.
It can't, it's just not. It's not going to be anything else but that. And honestly, the more I think about it, I actually feel bad for them. I don't think that they really understand what they've gotten themselves into.
Hmm. They they don't. They don't. Now wait, hold on. Pause. Y'all hit the like button. Come on, we should have at least 100 more likes or at least 50. Come on. And yeah,
Look at how they're
cat.
doing Blueface and Krishan. Look at how they doing Carlos,
Oh,
and look at how they doing all of, and they're just your bargain basement reality crash outs. These are Diddy's kids. They're gonna spare no expense gaslighting these kids.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
Cat. Cat. Appreciate you for blocking that MK3 123 because I was going. Okay, I've done digital drive-bys on people. I was gonna do a digital Tyson punch on your. This fool, he said I'm Little Wayne. This fool said Little Wayne on the right. Little Wayne. Y'all seen Gremlins?
I think he's talking about me, honey.
He wasn't talking about you. Why would he? Why would he be talking to you? Why you don't look like? Come on, stop it. Everybody on his head. Everybody on his head. I was gonna say if you compare me to Little Wayne looks like the gremlin. I'm the before you put the water on. What was the little, remember that little motherfucker, the little cute motherfucker? You
Gizmo.
put Gizmo. So I'll be Gizmo. Okay, call me Gizmo. You put some water on me, and then I'll turn into Little Wayne. Anyway, so Jad, um, in your opinion, what questions won't be asked in this docu-series?
Where were you on the night of? um, I think I don't think they're going to be asking about Kim Porter. I don't think they're going to be talking about that. I think
Nah.
they're gonna, he Christian might break down and cry, and play his music. Um, we'll see how that goes. You wanna know what's funny? I've never listened to any of his music. Have you? I haven't
No,
even been curious.
no.
Like just the simple fact that he's Diddy's son
I
makes
saw the
me even
video.
less curious about trying to hear any of his music.
I saw the video that was forced on my feed, and I refused to click on anything. It said something about, was it Kim or KYM, or was it dedicated to his mama? I wasn't sure, but I was just like,
Yeah,
I'm not interested.
I wasn't watching that either. I wasn't
Not interested.
like it's just it yeah. I think the bloggers are going to be ready to feast. I think Blueface and Krishan is dying out. I think they really don't have anything else popping over there, and now they found new victims. Questions that won't be asked. Uh, I don't. Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
that's the thing. I don't think this is going to be that kind of thing. They're calling it a docu-series, but
It's more like a reality show.
it's definitely a reality
Um,
show. They're just
it's a
calling it a
yeah,
docu-series because they're trying to class it up, but it's going to
yeah,
be shitty reality TV. Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, I mean, I have
Mm.
some more questions, but I was just like, yeah, it really doesn't, um, it really doesn't. I don't know. Like, I don't. This conversation, in all honesty, isn't even like worth going 2 hours. So I'm gonna,
No,
wrap it in a few, because I just want everyone to know, like, the absurdity that you see a network, you see something worked for a different network. And I mean, I'm sure maybe these things have been going on for some time, but they haven't announced when you're going to be able to see it, how many seasons, or I mean, how many episodes. Nothing. It's just, oh, we're going to put this out there.
it's cloud.
Um,
It's
I'm going to look.
cloud.
I'm going to look into what else is going on. Because maybe there's some other things that are coming up tomorrow. Because you got to pay attention, y'all. The way this media, especially the hip hop media, does,
They
they'll
just
do
better
that.
hope that 50 Cent and Netflix don't, buy any of the footage from their cameramen, because that could be a bad thing.
Yeah, Zeus better have all them transfer cards and the memory cards. No, y'all better hey, it better go straight to y'all's servers. I guarantee you. Ross Brooks, Jag is safe. Jag is very safe.
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
No, for real, she's safe. I'm talking about for real, girl. And somebody made a comment in Jag's comment section yesterday about,
Mm-mm.
he's trying to like lightweight flirt with you, and then he was saying something about me walking through the city and blah blah blah. I'll fix that noise issue. You're right, but Ninja, don't come to the channel. I don't care how much you bench press. I'll whoop your ass. Come here and tell me what I need to be doing. It goes for anybody. Anyway, um, yeah. You say you're in the UK, y'all don't hear anything, but you don't hear anything about Jag, or there might be some situations where the UK, we might have to just get on out there for real. Definitely Australia, but it's like, you know the US is looking kind of like, but no, Jag is cool though. Jag is good. Yeah, definitely. Look, Roz Brooks, we appreciate you. Go to her channel, which is the Jaguar Right Effect. Go to her channel and subscribe to her. She goes on there every day or every other day. She's in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, search the Jaguar Right Effect. She's straight, she's on point. I'm glad you found her. And yeah, YouTube's been low-key blocking her Let's keep it a buck. But she's been at this channel, her channel, The Jaguar Wright Effect. And it's been going for, she is 100K strong. And then her website is thejaguarwright.com. Thank you, Kat, for putting that in there. Appreciate you. Anything you got to say, Jag? And I appreciate everybody hitting the like button before you get out of here. Go and hit the like button. What's your Cash App? Her Cash App is Cruelty Free Artistry 1, right?
No, just cruelty free artistry. One is
You
the
wait.
email address.
Oh, it's the email. You're right. Cruelty Free Artistry. You'll see her face on it. Just go to Cash App and Cruelty Free Artistry. That's her Cash App. You ain't got to Cash App me, Cash App her. She's doing me a solid by coming on here and blessing y'all. If y'all got any questions, tomorrow I'm doing a year in review. I want to do a year in review. If you're not a
That's gonna
member
be
or if you're not
fun.
a subscriber, just come on through. And y'all can come on up. We're gonna have, it's gonna be like The Price is Right. You know what I'm saying? The Price is Jaguar right. The Price is Right.
Aw.
Yeah, I want y'all to just come on up, and if y'all want to, it's almost like a ask me anything too, and it's just like a year in review. Like, let's just talk about all this stuff that's been going on this year in pop culture, but also, you know, just about life in general. Because look, I'm an empowerment coach. If y'all don't know, this is my teacher, my Siddiqui. This is his brand, and um, that's what we do. We empower. We empower. So that's what we do. So y'all can come up and ask me whatever. If y'all talk about got some life stuff, because look, since 2020, if you really pay attention, we're at the end of the middle of this decade. And I
Mm-hmm.
got some predictions. I really, one day I'm gonna get like Ani, I want to get Jag, I want to get Dr. Short, I want to get Dewan B, and just and Grace too. Like, have y'all on a panel and get Griff. That would be crazy. And just have y'all on a panel, and like because there's a lot of stuff that's not even in the entertainment world, just the world in general, that's just about to come off. Yeah, I heard about Beyonce becoming a billionaire. We'll talk about that. But I'm just saying,
She wasn't
I
already a
appreciate.
billionaire.
Well, remember I gave you the numbers for the tour. Remember, I forget how much they said.
You want to know what's so?
500 million. Five
You
hundred
want to know?
million
You want to know what's so funny? They've been saying that they are billionaires. They've been combining their assets for all of these
since
years.
2017.
Now, all of a sudden, she's finally a billionaire on her own. Whatever the case
Yeah.
may be, Taylor Swift beat you to it. Rihanna beat you to it. Everybody else beat you to it, but she's supposed to be the queen. I. It's just funny to me. It's just
Yeah.
funny to me. Because I don't think people understand that word billionaire. It it's just a term that gets thrown around. It really is just a term that gets thrown
I, I,
around. They
I'm a I'm a trillionaire. Y'all want to talk that shit? I'm a trillionaire. I own a plot of land, and I own the mineral rights to it, and I can grow food on it. And but I'm a trillionaire. How about that? See, y'all got to really understand, and we could probably talk about this on your channel or whatever, or tomorrow. But because look, I remember I was telling you about a lot of these people that you think got money, they really ain't got money, y'all. Like, um, in order to be a billionaire, number one, okay, liquid. It ain't all gotta be liquid, but I'm gonna tell you like this. If
I'm gonna tell you something right
someone
now. If they're billionaires and they still got mortgages, I'm good.
you're not a bill, that's what I'm talking about. Like, you got loans from here and you got shares here. So I'm gonna tell y'all how this game works. I'm a trillionaire though, for real. But someone can say, "Oh, I'm a millionaire or I'm a billionaire because let's just say they got stock in NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the company that create all the graphics. That's how we got Chat GTP and all this AI stuff. Let's just say if I know the CEO of NVIDIA or whatever, and he just, he wants me to work for his company, and he's like, I can't really give you the money, but I can give you shares in this, and he give me $1 million of shares. I can take that $1 million of share and say, oh, okay, I'm a millionaire, but really I'm not. It's their shares. I can take that shares and say, go to a bank and say, I got this shares. I want $1 million, and they'll give me $1 million. Now, when that shares, when the stocks go down, the shares that I got ain't worth $1 million no more, and then I got to go pay that money back. Like start recognizing the game. All this whole, oh, I'm a billionaire. Like, okay, she generated $500 million, I think,
That's what
right?
they say.
That's what they're saying.
That's
But
what
you
they
you
say.
got
They
to
say a
cut.
lot of things. They say a
You
lot
got to
of
cut
things.
in. People just,
Especially
and a lot of times this stuff
especially
just
when
be
they
said just to be said.
especially when they like saving face, especially when they like people. Like, people really don't understand what they're doing right now is they are trying to make sure that people are still believing in being famous, that people are
Exactly.
still believing in being a celebrity, that people are
Yeah.
still seeing, oh yeah, look, oh, she's this, she's that, she's this. And that's why I feel bad for a lot of these kids that are out here chasing fame, because y'all don't seem to get it. All of this shit is an illusion. None of it's real. And once they're finished using you and using your influence, they're going to get rid of you, discard you, kick you off to the side, and then find the next dummy that wants to come in and take your place.
They have to keep the illusion of the beast alive.
Alive, man.
That's what this whole thing is. If you really want to talk about it, and she talked about her and Jay-Z talk about the land that they purchased, and a lot of it is swamp land. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like worthless, but like
It
they
is.
they they, they got a janky deal. I'll just say it like that. Like they're not really billionaires. And I'm not hating. I'm just saying, like, look, someone who's a billionaire though, who I shout out to Raz Cass. He was doing an interview with Bootleg Cav from Power 106. And that's a whole nother conversation, because we were to Dewan B. Shout out to Dewan B. was talking about
They
how
brought a cheap
black
mansion
radio.
so they could make their lawn bigger, and yet they're never at the house. Like, people
Well,
really do believe in all of this shit.
where I was going with it was black radio. That's a whole nother conversation. But
Mhm.
Raz was talking about Dr. Dre and the jewels that Dr. Dre gave him, and um, how Dre basically was like, you know what, my grandkids could mess up the bag, and their kids are still gonna be good because of his investments. Now you got to think about what Dre did. Beats. I'm sorry, that's a horrible name to call an electronics company when you have like domestic violence. I'm not dissing Dre. It's like, but Beats by Dre, it it sold product, physical product. Now they say Jay-Z has the, what is it though? That Ace of Spades. Beyonce has a liquor, right?
Yeah, that's
Now,
sir.
whatever that is, whatever. And then they got stuff going, but I'm telling you, it's not like how y'all think it is.
Number
Dre
one,
struck
number one,
gold. Hold on.
I do not believe there are sole owners in these liquor companies. I don't believe nothing
I,
these people say.
I know. And listen to what I'm trying to say. I was saying that Dre struck gold simply because, number one, his name already, boom, is branded on the thing. He did a deal with, what was that? With the company with the headphones. But these are products that you sell, and he made his money that way, amongst other stuff that he's got going on or whatever. That's a whole nother situation. Now, when you start talking about high-end liquors and shit like that, like you said, Jag, they putting
It
dubs
sounds
on a lot
good.
of this shit.
It sounds
It
good.
it, it sounds like, but when you have something so tangible, like I said, headphones. I even have a pair of Beats by Dre. People have Beats by Dre, but that's just one example. I'm just saying, like, product. People that sell, they got a product anyway. But I'm not trying to hate. Somebody mentioned that in the comments, and maybe we could just talk more about that. But I don't even want to talk about them like that
I really
when we
don't
do
care
the.
about their money. Because I'm going to tell you something right now. Back in, what was it, 1929? Wasn't that
Oh,
when the great crash happened?
yeah, Great Depression. And what
The
did it
Great
do?
Depression hit. It turned a lot of wealthy people into poor people. Um,
Overnight.
overnight.
See, people like us know how we're resilient. We know how to survive without no paper. That's cool. Whatever. These people that got the money, y'all. If you can't pay security, I mean, anyway, yeah,
I'll tell you one
yeah,
thing. If you a billionaire and you got a mortgage, you should be concerned. You should watch your
that's true.
spending. You should watch your
That's
spending.
true. That's true.
Like people have
During
no
the
idea what's
crash,
about to happen. They have no idea what's about to happen. Every 100 years, the same events repeat themselves over and over and over again.
well, they've just been staving it off, and it's gonna come back. Like it's about to be real crazy. Um, I'm thinking I have, I can tell you about U.S. history, like a mother, uh, easily. But the German when the Germans when they went through their depression, and people don't realize what was going on with that whole, they said bread. They were talking about the German bread because there was a depression that went on in Germany, and I think they did something to their economy, but it inflated it, um, falsely inflated the economy. So you had like one point, I think you it was like 0.37 for a German bread, blah 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 at one point, and then the economy was doing well, and then as time went on, the bread got to the point to where it was like it cost a dollar, then it was uh $10 and $1,000, and it was like $1 million for a piece of bread because their economy, the money that was being passed around, like, man, I gotta go do the research and find out what exactly, but it's something about like this incoming crash that people, and I'm not trying to pump fear, but um when bread gets to costing like $1,000 for a piece of bread, and it's like, we already saw it with the eggs and stuff like that. Yeah, it's yeah, it's something with Oscar, was it Akshanaya, what your name when you said not the German bread. No, it's German, just the German bread, but it was about the inflation of how bread costed less than a dollar at one point, and it just like overnight. And this is what messed up a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Akshaya, by the way.
Akshaya, my bad. But money, you can't eat money. That's really what I'm saying. You cannot eat the money. You really can't. Yeah, the price of silver and gold. Yeah, that's because this economy is finna. Whew, yeah, all I would say is if you're in debt, get out of it. I'm gonna be out of debt by middle of this year, next year coming up. I'm done. Like I'm not no new car, none of that. I'm gonna be out of debt. Praise God. But in 10 years, there will be no social security for me. Just know that. That's the cold part. Ain't gonna be no social. That's the conversation I told you, Jazz. That's what we need to be talking about. Our generation, well, most of us will be set to retire in about 20 years. There's gonna be no social security. We've been paying all, like, you work a job and you pay into the system, and you're supposed to get some return. It ain't gonna be here for, they say, in about 10 years,
That was
Social Security is
over.
done.
That was over for us after the SNL scandal happened
Oh
back
yeah.
in the
Yeah.
80s. That was over for us. Um, the simple fact that People really don't understand that whatever it is that we're comfortable with and whatever it is that we think that we're living, let go of that. Let go of your comfort zones. Let go of those things that you used to be able to count on or that you think to count on. We
Hmm.
all have to start looking at our lives and our futures in a different way and from a different aspect.
Yeah.
We have to start
Yeah.
looking in a different place and from a different understanding. We be out here on this paper chase and we be out here worried about chasing, this, that, and the third or the other. And trust me, I know what it's like to have money. I know what it's like to have status. I know what it's like to live under the concept of what the system says is success, but it really isn't. It's not that at
Mm-mm.
all. What it is it's a trap. It's a trap. And when it gets to the point where you're working to maintain this concept, this idea, true wealth is your loved ones. True wealth is, your knowledge base, what you can share with the world,
Yeah.
what you can teach, what you can produce or reproduce. Like those are the things that really, really, really matter. And
Yeah.
we don't look at that. We're all so busy focusing on keeping up. Like, I mean, I don't know if anybody noticed, but this year's Christmas, from what I saw, because I really didn't participate in any of the festivities of it all, but from what I saw, it was depressing for a lot of people. It was depressing. You know, um, a lot of people were just lost. A lot of
Hmm.
people were bereft. A lot of people were disconnected. A lot of people were busy just trying to find a way to make it seem like they were happy. There was a lot of that going on. Even, just looking at the scattered nature of humanity.
Yeah.
We uh, Christmas was horrible for Nigeria. Christmas was horrible for a lot of people
Well,
all
didn't
over
they
the
do a lot of?
world.
They did a bombing. There's supposed to be a
Yeah,
bombing that they did on
yeah,
Nigeria.
yeah. They
What's
they
up, Auntie Leah? Now you're
they
good
did
to go. Archangel Michael, appreciate you.
they did
Carla Turner
airstrikes.
building.
They did
Yeah.
airstrikes on Nigeria. There was a lot of stuff that was happening. Um, and all I can say to people is change your perception. Change your perceptions about life because this illusion that we living in, and a lot of it is an illusion. It's meant to break you down so that when the proverbial rug is snatched out from underneath you, you lose hope, and then
Hmm.
you just fall over and you just go along with whatever is said and whatever's being done. It's a lot that's about to happen in this world, and we ain't gonna get too much into it. But all I can say
Now,
is I'm grateful for what I have. I am. I'm grateful for what I have. I'm grateful for everything that God has provided. I'm grateful for the meaningful relationships that I have in my life. And I'm grateful for just the ability to talk, to walk, to stand, to breathe on my own without a machine.
yeah, yeah,
We really got to
yeah,
learn how to be grateful for the simple things. Really do.
yeah. We do. I live by the 42 laws of Ma'at. Well, I try to, but I'm getting more in alignment with it. I was telling Jag about a dream that I was having, and
Hmm.
um, it just remind no what it but what it does is this, and this is what I'll share with everybody, just in regards to like moving forward through life. Because see, you got a lot of people out here. They say, in God we trust. That's on the dollar. But that's because that's a lot of majority of people on this planet. That's their God, the dollar, the whatever the whatever money, whatever the currency is of the fiat currency. That's what they believe in, and they will do anything for that. Now, Y'all look up the 42 laws of my. I'll just say that I ain't pushing nothing on nobody, but that I run by that. I live by that. But also just anything. I just look at anything that I do moving forward. Like I'm not trying to do nobody no dirtiness. I'm not trying to what is it, lie on anyone, or what do you say? False witness, beware
Bearing false witness,
bearing
yeah.
false witness. I'm not taking from no one. Like think about what you do throughout the day, throughout your life. I think on subconsciously, I'm just on it, not lying, trying to be as truthful as possible, even to yourself. Because you know what I'm saying, you lie to yourself. Sometimes you can lie to yourself and try to lie to other people and think you're getting away with something. You're not. But really, just about not trying to be spiritually demote. Don't spiritually demote yourself by doing the evil, living backwards, right? The evil, the doing stuff bad or sinning. When they say sin, also don't sin against yourself. Don't, like gluttony. They always say gluttony because bread. We just talk about bread. Bread is good, but then if you eat too much of that bread, your cholesterol gonna lead you to a D bed, right? So spiritual promotion, promote that, not spiritual demotion. In fact, that's what we're going to talk about, the streets, the streets. Remember that whole F the street stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that hip hop used to be a lifestyle, now it's a death style. And now you got
Yeah.
rappers talking about F the streets. So are they trying to bring life back into hip hop? I think it's too late. If you really, we got to start, we got to throw that thing away and start all over. But I'll just say, do stuff that's going to spiritually promote you. If you've done anything that spiritually demoted you and you know what you've done, like just every day you're born again. You wake up every day. You're born again. You got access to life. You should be thanking God, and then boom, do stuff that's going to spiritually promote you. Don't spiritually demote yourself because you put yourself in the. If you got issues with crack and you fiending for the pipe,
Lord
and
have
you ain't
mercy.
supposed to go hit the pipe. You're not supposed to go over there on 10th Ave and go get you a dime rock or what do they call them, a 50 rock or whatever. You ain't supposed to do that, but
Are you kidding
you're
me?
fiending. What? What? I'm trying to relate to the people that be struggling. They, or like I was gonna say this guy's name, the guy that comes on YouTube and he looking like this. I'm not gonna say his name, no. But if you struggling with your sexuality and you fiending for pussy, and you ain't supposed to be you ain't supposed to be touching no pussy. That's and you go ahead and do it. That's a spiritual demotion. If you go hit the pipe, if you go hit the pipe, and you ain't supposed to be, no, that spiritual demotion. If you marry and you linking up with your sneaky link, yeah, spiritual. You ain't supposed to be doing that. If
A
you're over here
sneaky
cheating on your
link.
taxes, if you're cheating on your taxes, if you cheat, if you getting EBT and you taking the EBT and you selling it for cigarette, spiritual demotion. All right. What else? What else, Jag? What just spiritual demotion? Just you know, if you in jail and you ain't supposed to be drinking no gut rock, no pruno, and you do it anyway. Anyway, I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
Mm,
I I just have to. You like why
I'm glad you.
you.
I'm glad you caught up because I've been done. I was done. My Lord
Yeah,
have mercy. See,
yeah.
that's the kind of minister you would be in church. I already see if you was a preacher in church, you would be like, did I ever tell you about that time where my ex father-in-law was comparing the word of God to a Big Mac?
So you got the. You told me that. See, you got your all beef patty. No, you said it was a Whopper. What one of the? I thought you said it was a Whopper.
No, he ate at McDonald's, so I knew it was a Big Mac. See, Psalms, that's your fries.
Oh man, maybe I should do a church, the Church of Amadeus.
Lord have mercy. I'll tell you one thing. You just let me know when to get the choir ready, just and I'll have them come in and sing.
Yep. We gonna have to do that. Just like how 50 just did that how to rob AI video, or somebody did a how to rob AI video of 50 Cent's classic song "How to Rob," and it was fire. I ain't gonna lie, fire. And maybe we'll do an AI church. You know, Pastor keeping it real, or you know, the Reverend Real, right?
Have mercy.
All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all for coming through. Roz Brooks, again, Jaguar Right. Just type in the Jaguar Right Effect, or it's at RealJag77. Y'all hit her Cash App. The Cash App is in the description. Appreciate you, Auntie Leah. Appreciate you, Yam J. Appreciate you, um, uh, uh, Archangel Michael, for modding, and Kat. Appreciate you. Yeah, man. Yeah, I appreciate everybody. We'll be here tomorrow, though. I don't know, maybe around this time. We're gonna do it later. What y'all want to do? Y'all let me know, because I know a lot of people ain't really doing much, but um, it will be interactive. Come on. We will do the year in review. That's what it do. Anything you gotta say, Jag?
Yeah, I'm grateful. I'm grateful that here we are another year, you know. It's been interesting. 2024 was something else. 2025 was a doozy. But I really want to as we do our year in review, I want us to all start like preparing our manifestation journey for what we want for 2026.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than waiting to see what the year has to offer, you know, let's ask the year for what it is that we really want. And so like I'm just trying to keep my mind in that space, and I hope everyone else is too. And I'm grateful to have, you know, a partner and a producer like yourself.
Grateful to have you as well, to know you, and yeah, for real. Appreciate it. Appreciate you.
Indeed, ditto.
And that's what's up. Writing for music. Appreciate you. So it's 2:45 a.m. in UK.
Mm.
Man, well, maybe we'll start a little later. I don't know how the UK get down. Well, I normally just try to do stuff around Pacific Coast Standard Time, Eastern Standard Time, but we appreciate you for being up and with us. We appreciate it. All right,
Indeed.
y'all. Peace.
Salute.